What does Chiesa have to do to get started in this team?
He should be playing as well, yeah.
Bro, it's like he should be starting for me. Like he should be starting. I think like he's been in good form. He come on, he got involved in the goal, and he clearly wants it. So listen, I'm not about to start saying all the players are shit, because I don't think they are. And I don't think Salah's shit, and I don't think Isak's shit, and I don't think McAllister's shit. But in this current system,
don't suit them.
I think a few of those need to be dropped, man.
I'll be spot on, and this is why I say that this show is really about rehabilitation. We're trying to help. I'm seeing Errol there holding his upper lip, and it's absolutely pissing me off because just a couple of weeks ago, let me tell you what this brother was doing. Errol was doing something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the psychological discomfort or tension experience when a person holds two
straight from Google.
ChatGPT.
I'm telling you, we were telling Errol, we were telling this brother at the beginning of the season, after they won 5 games, we said to him, really and truly, Liverpool should have 5 points this season. No, this is what champs do. You know what they do? It's just that slot just moves things around, and then we're just getting points after points, and that's why we're top of the. Are you still top of the league, my bro? Are you still top of the league? And we told you that Slot was on fraud watch, because he didn't have to do anything last season. He inherited a fantastic team from Klopp, and he won the league. Now, like LB is saying, now we want to see his creativity. Now we want to see Slot, je ne sais quoi. And guess what? Bummy. You guys have done so many bummy things. So many bummy things. LB's right. Been saying Ekitike is the guy to lead you up front. But oh no, you've got to play the little kid that threw his toys out the pram. Got to start Isak, but Isak's not really fitting in this squad. Why would you pay a 33 or 34-year-old winger in Salah 400 grand a week? Why would you do that? That is madness. And now the chicken has come to roost. We all knew this. No one's surprised. I wasn't surprised. I stood firm. So I've come tonight for Errol to confirm, Dej, you were right and I was wrong. As for me, I've already tweaked my Premier League prediction, Dan Potts. You'd be pleased to hear that this
after 1 week.
Bruv, you'd be pleased to hear that, mate, this team will be lucky to finish in the bloody top 4.
Wait, who did you have to win initially, Dej?
Right?
Who did you
initially?
know
what? Can I be real? I'm not gonna lie. Deep down, I knew Liverpool weren't gonna do it, but I did succumb to peer pressure. I swear, Dan. I fell for it. But reality is, mate, I knew that this team was fraudulent. And Errol, I'm delighted you're here, and I need you to analyze your club. Tell us what's going wrong with your manager so we can fully understand. Because I know you see the problem, my bro. I don't see the problem.
Have you got a nice, sexy analogy for us tonight, Errol? You normally come out with them. There's normally, something there. I need a big, fat, sexy analogy tonight.
Wait, why are you calling him Errol? He's the quad father. He got his quad, mate. He got his quad. 4 L's in a row.
Mate, where's that trophy? You bought it a couple of weeks ago, not making another appearance.
Errol,
this is what friends are for. This is what friends are for.
Happy birthday, Errol. Happy birthday.
Dej, yeah, thank you for that as well, Wolfie. Dej, just remind me, what score did your game finish yesterday?
Bro, this is the Liverpool.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, we had a bad day at the office.
Answer the question, Dej. Answer the question.
We had a bad day at the office.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Hurt your mouth for a sec, yeah? Right. I don't know. Do you know what? To be fair to you, right? I don't actually know. I don't know what you want from me here at this moment in time. Do you want
an explanation? What's going wrong?
Yeah, but do you want logic and reasoning, or do you just want pure emotion?
Emotion, man.
Well, you text me
Crash out,
this
lad.
morning saying you think it's not happening this season. And that was a private message. What are you doing?
You've exposed.
Now, do you know what it is? Yeah, right. I'll be real.
I mean, that could change, but right now you don't see it, right?
right now, I am struggling to see it. But if I'm being honest with you, and I'll try and keep it concise, yesterday was nothing short of an absolute embarrassment. I said on my show on Friday that the big worry for me, we've not really performed well in a lot of these games. And you can take the piss and you can mock it, but I already put it out there in the public domain after the first 3 games that we'd already used our get out of jail free cards on a number of occasions. I just never felt that was a sustainable way of playing football. That's not a sustainable brand of football to me. Has it already come unstuck very quickly? We can see that we've just lost 4 on the spin, as LB said. But I think at the same time, you've kind of got to try and remove some of the context and then add other bits of context. And the context that I would like to remove at this moment in time is the slot out nonsense and saying that it's all Slot's fault. I think is a far cry of just embarrassing as well. At the same time, don't get it twisted. There are a whole host of things at this moment in time Slot is doing that makes his own job a lot harder for himself. He's building a rod for his own back at the moment. Point in case, Kirk has a left back. I think that is one which we've said before for continuity from the side that happened last season, the title winning defence from last season. It's been broken up in more pieces than it needed to. There was nothing we could have done about Trent, but Kirkes coming straight in without really warranting that position. To me, it just felt like it was a bit knee-jerk. There was a way to bed him in. And again, obviously, as Liverpool fans, we've seen it with Moreno and Robertson, what Klopp did. Armstrong might not have been watching Liverpool at that point in time, but that was something that Liverpool fans had already seen and knew could work. So we would have been all right if he would have went down a similar route again, but he didn't. He's been stubborn to an extent and chose Kirkes as a hill to die on. Kirkes isn't playing in the same mould that he was playing for Bournemouth last season. So I think there's issues there. I think the midfield selection is an issue. I think Szoboszlai has proven to be as good as he's been in terms of form. He's proved to be more of a headache and a bit of a hindrance because Slot was probably not thinking he was going to be in our best 11. All of a sudden, he's our best midfielder. He's probably one of our best players on the pitch more often than not.
You know, what's the major concern, though, right? Is that every game this season has followed the same pattern, right? I know you've won. I know you've won late on, but like you'll be in control of a game, and then you'll concede and you win late on.
That's nasty work. That's nasty.
But then, the last 3 games, all the same.
You see, you and your productions, yeah. All I know from this, I wasn't even going to crash on this. I'm so calm right now.
You know what, right? The last 3 games.
All I know, yeah, is come the end of the season, dog, you best have some medals around.
But why do you keep losing? Why are all your games exactly the same? The last 3 games, right? You've gone down, you've got yourself back in a game, and then you throw it away late on. Even the games you were winning, you were throwing leads away and then getting away with it last minute. Like there's no control in any games at all.
And this is what the frustrating thing is from my perspective. This is where I do turn to LB's point in relation to Slot, because these were things that were hallmarks of his system and his style last year. He'd go 45 minutes, and Liverpool probably weren't electric. We weren't at the races. We looked a little bit sluggish at times, a little bit laboured. But he'd identify things that he'd want changing in the second half. And obviously he didn't have big money signings to just throw off the bench. But he had a squad of players that he was able to say, right, go and this will change here. We'll tweak this and we'll try something different. And more often than not last season, it was a benefit to Liverpool because it looked like he just knew exactly what was needed at any given moment. This season on the other side is, you're right, we're conceding early goals. We're chasing a game. We have to get a goal back. And then all of a sudden, because he feels as though he doesn't want to draw and lose ground in a title race to a City or to an Arsenal, he wants to go and get the 3 points. And in doing that, he's rolling the dice by putting too much attack on. And in that moment, when we have to then end up in defensive phases, when games turn into a bit of a basketball game, we haven't got the defensive players on there with the defensive acumen to think, actually, let's be defensive-minded first instead of trying to play for a counter-attack or just trying to catch them on the break, because that's where we're getting punished. All the goals have been because we vacated areas where ordinarily you'd have a defender there holding the line or holding the back post and defending. So I think Slot's got a lot to answer for. But at the same time, I'm like, look, it's still going to be a long season. I still think there's going to be twists and turns. I think Liverpool will eventually click because I think there's a quality of players there. I think he might have to do something drastic to get more out of the players that he's got in terms of the ones that we want to work with going forward. We might have to transition away from a Salah heavy regime and move towards an Isak Ekitike mix. I don't know. But over the course of this season, Liverpool will come good. My apprehension now is how far away are we going to be from the top 4 potentially, from City, from Arsenal by that point in time? The reality really is, I want to make sure that we're still in there or thereabouts and pushing for that Champions League, because
Errol, this waffle is quite frankly pathetic.
Can I
And
just
I am now more than ever convinced. I'll tell you what, I am more than ever now
Wolfie, let Pete just come in because he has got to go. So sorry, Wolf, I will come to you. Go on, Pete.
I apologize, guys. I hope you're all well.
Happy birthday,
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Thank you. The missus brought me away surprised to Barcelona, so I'm enjoying time.
You enjoy it, bro.
But look, Errol, like a lot of things you've said are right. With regards to that situation. But look, I'm Petty Pete for a reason, man. So you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to be talking about your man, Mr. Number 9, Mr. Stinky, Mr. Alexander Isak. You were saying you were chasing the game, you were chasing the win. Why are you bringing off 130 million's worth of talent at that point who was stinking out the gaff? My question to you is very, very simple. How long are you going to accept this continuing? Because as far as Arne Slot was concerned in the build-up to this game, 6 weeks, he's had his pre-season, he's 100% fit. If that's what's 100% fit, if that was me, I'm asking big questions about my striker, because I'm telling you what, I caught up with the game. I didn't watch it live. I caught up with it afterwards. But that guy is showing no will, no effort, no determination to want to turn his form or ability around it and making a difference to your team. And your team need him right now. And he ain't producing the goods. And me and LB have both said this. Ekatike should be starting for you. Yeah. He is your guy.
Right
he
now,
is your guy.
Bro, I've got no qualms with that. But let's keep call a spade a spade. Every single one of us around this table have spent big money on players, midfielders, strikers, defenders, and it's taken them more than a season to get up to the level required at your respective clubs. Whether we like it or not, that has been a reality for some of us. So it's not the idea that Liverpool just went and spent all this money and it had to work. This is part of a bigger picture that everybody seems to be completely forgetting. Everybody just wants... Don't forget, we aren't necessarily the win now club. The area where I said last season we needed to win now is by going out and buying those players and showing that intent, because we've got Salah and Virgil van Dijk on the last 2 years their contracts. They don't want to go out on a whimper. They want to win now. But in order to do that, we have to get these players fully up to speed and getting the most out of them.
How long did Haaland take to get up to
that ain't
speed?
going to happen.
Right, so how long did it take for Rodri to get up to speed?
Did Rodri come from the Premier League?
I'm not asked. What are we doing?
What league did Rodri come from? Was it the Premier League?
Am I asked though? What difference does it make?
No. You should be. You should be. You can't give him the non-Premier League proven thing.
What?
Errol, the reality. So Mason Mount was Prem proven. He's went to United and stunk it out for 3 years.
Mason Mount. You're comparing Mason Mount.
I'm giving you another example.
Mason Mount was crap. And he
can be crap. Champions League winner.
Champions League winner. Have some respect.
Put some respect. Like you're talking shit.
Errol.
Champions League
winner brings Mason Mount, man.
Errol. The reality is that you can say that he needs to get up to speed and all the rest of it. You know as well as I do, and everyone on this panel knows that when you spend 125, 130 million on a striker like that, in the moment that you did, in the summer that it was, that he is not going to get given that time. He is not going to get given that. I'm not going to give him that time. No one on this panel will. If he's not performing right now, you got to be calling that out.
Bro, no,
and that's why I'm here.
That's fine, and I've got time for that all day. You can do that. That's your jobs, respectfully.
You should be doing it.
You should be doing it.
You should be doing it.
You should be demanding him to be happy with his performance in there.
You can't be happy with what you're seeing from him.
Oh, lad, I'm loving it. Loving life right now, Charlie.
Maguire scored more goals at Anfield than he has in the league.
Sound? And do you think that's going to stay like that forever? Come on, what are we doing? Like, I'm having a proper conversation, but if you're just trying to troll me and take the piss...
No trolling.
Somebody else.
I'm asking a genuine question. I'm asking a genuine question there.
But the fact of the matter is, we've had players before that we've paid 25 mil, 30 mil for, and you've hit the ground running. We've had players before that we've paid bigger money for, and you haven't hit the ground running. Once they're over the line, You only ever start talking about the money when it's not working. Right now, it's not working for Isak. So rival fans are right to bring it up. Liverpool fans can question it. But does it mean every single Liverpool fan's going to turn around and say, right, I'm washing my hands of him. He's never going to be good and he's never going to turn a corner for us. I think there are ways that we can get more out of Isak. Right now, we are not playing to any of those strengths.
You've got to play Verts behind him. You have to play Verts behind him.
Errol, you've made a great politician, Errol. The problem is the chest you showed.
You wouldn't.
No, it's the chest you showed, and by you, I mean the Liverpool fan base in the summer. You had Cal coming on topless with his robe, with his chest fully out.
I'm not Cal. Respectfully, I'm not Cal. Respectfully, I'm not these, man. I'm not these, man.
You are Liverpool tonight. The problem is you have to question it because of the chest you lot showed over the summer. Best transfer window you'd ever seen. Best this, best that, the other. We've got Ekitike. If we get Isak, it won't be will we win the league. It'll be by how many points. Now you're looking at the gap for how many points you are to Arsenal. So you can't sit here and say, give it time, give it time. What was that song we were singing, Pete? When we were winning our thing, take your time a bit. That don't apply to you. That don't apply to you.
Well, it does now. We're in this shit situation, doesn't it? What else are we going to do? I've got nothing but time. I've got nothing but time for the rest of the season.
Yeah, but you need to build the team around him. You have to build a Isak needs a team built around him.
I agree, but is that going to happen? Is that going to happen?
Not with Salah there. Not with Salah in that team. You're not building a team around him with Mohamed Salah in there.
Salah's not that guy anymore. He's not the guy. You know, he can contribute.
Sorry, Charlie. He's the guy they try and compare Thierry Henry to.
No.
That's not the guy. He's the guy. You lot, they try and compare him with Hazard. All right. So is he that guy or is he not that guy or is he stopped being that guy just because this season's been crap?
What I'm saying is that
Premier League winner Mohamed Salah compared to Hazard playing in Legends games.
Well, to be honest, it looked like
we're doing right now on this show. Yeah,
Salah would probably have more impact in a Legends game right now than what he's doing this season.
Maybe he should be
maybe he should play for Liverpool Legends in the next game. He might get some.
Let's let Pete enjoy his holiday, boys. Let's let Pete enjoy his holiday.
It looks like he's enjoyed it.
I was actually looking forward to seeing you lads tonight. Because I thought, you know what, after a shift birthday, I can count on you guys to kind of pick me up. But you know what? You're just shit friends, usually.
boys.
Errol, I'm not good at you, bro.
I don't apart from you, Billy. You're all day Billy D's, man. Yeah.
No, because you would have done exactly the same if we'd been
You've been doing the same to me all season, Errol. What are you talking
about? There's levels to the delusion. You can't blame. Right, you can't blame a Premier League winning team that didn't spend any money, by the way, going to spend the big bag, getting one of the prized assets in the Premier League, going to get one of Europe's best talents, and you can't blame them for being a little bit deluded.
Yes, we can. When you sit here and tell us, oh, you know what? He's done a little kind of flip reverse, man. You know, he's done a blazing squad here. This season should have been last season. That season should have been this season. We're transitioning. How can you transition from champions to be shit, man? That's not a good transition, bro. What are you talking about here? You spend 400 million, you show your chest. The problem, and you know it deep down inside.
Do you want me to stay deluded and be like, hey, I'm gonna be, you know what? Everything's gonna be all right in the morning. Like everything will be okay.
I'm just saying, mate. I think what you need is a reality check. What you need is to stop shopping in these new shops. These little temporary passes that you got to go to Bournemouth, to go to, you know, those clubs, that's too high up for you. Go back to Hull, go back to Southampton. That's the level of players that have done you well in the past. You've over-exceeded yourselves. You've overstretched. You got overexcited. Start looking at what Southampton have got in the Championship. You'll find your players. There's a couple of decent ones. Coventry have got some great players as well. Go check them out. That should be the level you're shopping at. You guys don't know money. You guys aren't born into money. You won the lottery. And then I've seen so many stories on lottery winners blowing their money within a couple of months. That's exactly what Liverpool did this summer. But if you're born into money, you respect money. You guys got too excited too quickly, and now you got to hold what you're holding because this is beautiful.